This is how your CV should look. Okay, it doesn't have to look exactly like this, but it should still have the same characteristics: elegant, easy to read, and organized. That's the power of a simple CV format. Trust me, simple yet effective is the best CV format. And getting to that sweet spot is crucial since recruiters can reject CVs in seconds. So, first impressions are absolutely everything. That's why today I'm going to tell you how to format a CV so it looks as good as this and delivers a powerful first impression. First, let's talk about the visuals. Then I'll discuss what you should include in your CV. Let's get started. The best thing is that you don't need to be a graphics designer to create the best CV formats for your case. You only need to keep a few things in mind. One, use a legible font. Arial, Times New Roman, and Calibri are great choices, but you can choose any font you want so long it's legible and professional. Two, set the font size to something between 12 and 10 points to ensure the text will not be either too small or too large. Three, but here's the twist: use a slightly larger font for the headings for each section. That makes it easier for recruiters to find the information they want. And speaking of which, number four, split your CV format into sections. And number five, as for the colors, it's best to avoid something too bright or using too many different colors. You want your CV to stand out, I get it, but don't forget that the information written on it is supposed to be the start of the show. So avoid cluttering it with visuals that can distract recruiters from the information on the page. And number six, use lists. They are easier to digest than a paragraph and help organize your CV. When you finish writing your CV, send it to recruiters as a PDF file. That file format locks the design you created, ensuring recruiters will see an exact copy of what you created. Only send your CV in a different file format if the recruiter explicitly asks for that. And there you go. 6 easy steps to ensure your CV format is absolutely impeccable. But why stop there? The best CV format isn't only about style, it's also about substance. You need to include the right information. So your CV should include your contact information. No need for many details here. You just need to write your full name, job title, phone number, and email address. Also, feel free to include a link to your LinkedIn profile or portfolio if you have one. Next is your personal statement. Think of it as your 30-second elevator pitch. It's a short, powerful summary of your skills, experience, and career goals. Tailored to the job you're applying for to convince the recruiter to keep reading the rest of your CV. After that, we have the most important section: your work experience. List your jobs in reverse chronological order. That is, the most recent comes first. For each role, include the company name, your job title, and the dates you were employed. But don't just list your duties, focus on achievements. Use bullet points starting with a strong action verb, and wherever possible, quantify your results. How much did you increase sales by? How many projects did you lead? That's what catches a recruiter's eyes. They don't want to know what you did, they want to know about the positive impact that you had. Now, following the experience is your education. Again, list this in reverse chronological order. Your most recent qualifications come first. If you're still studying and want to know the best CV format for students, I recommend that you put the education section first before your experience. Since you lack professional experience, your education is likely to be your strongest selling point. And then we have your skills. This is a dedicated section to showcase your talents. You can split this into hard skills like software proficiency and soft skills like communication and teamwork, for example. Finally, you can have an optional section for additional information. This is perfect for things like languages you speak, relevant publications, or anything you think the recruiter should know but you didn't have a chance to mention in the previous sections. But don't get carried away. Here's my final recommendation: your CV should be concise. 1 page max if you are inexperienced, 2 pages if you are a seasoned professional. More than that, and recruiters may tune out and skip to the next CV. Would you like more advice? Feel free to read our full article on the topic written by a career expert. It's full of examples and tips that can help you better prepare for writing the best CV format. The link for you to read it will be in the description of this video. And before I go, let me ask you a question. What if you didn't have to worry about crafting the perfect CV format? No, don't worry, I'm not going to suggest that you hire a professional CV writer or designer. I'll tell you about the Zety CV Maker. It's an online tool that lets you write a CV in a few minutes. You only need to choose a template, and the Zety CV Maker takes care of the CV format for you. You just need to insert the requested information, and the Zety CV Maker automatically formats that into the template, holding your hand every step of the way, offering advice tailored to your career and ambitions. The link for you to try the Zety CV Maker is in the description of this video. And I hope my video was useful. If it was, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the Zety YouTube channel to get more content that will help you unlock your professional potential. Also, feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions. It'll be my pleasure to answer them as soon as possible. I'll see you next time. Take care.